Hit the subscribe button now for more AITA dilemmas. I, 57F, have 2 kids, John, 34, and Anna, 28. Anna has always been a good kid. She finished school with good grades and went to college. She moved away to a larger city about 4 hours from us, and got a good job. John, on the other hand, got into some bad company, and started using illegal substances. Because of this, much of Anna's later teens revolved around John and trying to get him clean. By the time we gave up, Anna had already moved away for college. We have a very good relationship now, but she still resents John for this. 18 months ago, John had a baby with a woman who was also an addict. This baby, my grandson, Jack, came to stay with us, as his parents weren't capable to take care of him. My husband and I renovated John's old room, oh boy, was that needed, and made it into a nursery for Jack. Anna comes to town perhaps 4 times a year. She stays in her old room, and adores Jack. About a year ago, Jack's mother died from an overdose. It seems this was the wake-up call John needed. He asked us for help, and I could see in his eyes that he meant it this time. We checked him into a good rehab, and he hasn't used since. After rehab, he came to stay with us. He has been sleeping in Anna's room, but doesn't spend much time in there. He says it feels weird, and like he is having a sleepover rather than a place to stay. Although John is sober, he is still getting back on his feet. He hasn't found a job yet. It is hard in this small town with his reputation. I am not prepared to sign custody of Jack over to him yet, and John himself agrees it is too early. As I have already made John's old room into a nursery, I thought it would be better to redo Anna's bedroom into a space for John. Anna's room isn't really in need of renovation as John's was, but it is a little dated, and very pink, a typical girl room. Redoing it to John's taste might also help make him feel more comfortable in there. However, recently I was on the phone with Anna, and I mentioned my plans to her. I did not expect her reaction at all. She was very upset, and said that I was yet again choosing John over her. She felt like she was being punished for doing well in life, while John was being rewarded for messing his up. I told her this is absolutely not the case, but it will be good for Jack to have his father around. My husband and I won't live forever, and Jack needs a relationship with his dad. I also think it's good for John to be close to his son. I'm sure it helps him stay sober. At this, Anna started sobbing uncontrollably, and said she felt like she was being pushed out of her childhood home. I told her I love both my kids equally, and that she can still stay here when she visits. She can either stay in her old room and John goes in with Jack, just as we have been doing since John moved back. Or if she prefers, she can stay in the nursery and Jack goes in with John. After all, it is only perhaps 10-12 nights a year. In the end, I couldn't console her, and I told her I would do some more thinking. Would I be the jerk if I gave my daughter's room to my son? Hit the subscribe button now for more AITA dilemmas.